Imagine a world where the apocalypse didn't just destroy civilization, but rebuilt it into a sprawling, chaotic megacity where magic, technology, and survivalism collide in a dazzling display of absurdity. You are thrust into Terragrand, a realm where every street corner holds a new quest, every alleyway hides a legendary drop, and every citizen is living their own LitRPG life. But when you discover that this isn't just a game, but a reality where the system has integrated so deeply that breathing gives you XP, you realize that mastery isn't about leveling up. It's about understanding the intricate, often hilarious ecology of a world that refuses to take itself seriously through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics. Welcome to Stories from Terragrand Volume 1, the first pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Brian Petsel's anthology series. If you love slice-of-life lit RPG tropes, world-building deep dives, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching protagonists navigate a hostile yet whimsical cosmos through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound warmth of community connection. The narrative kicks off with our protagonists' arrival in the bustling districts of Terragrand, thrusting them into a race against time to establish their niche before the city's relentless pace leaves them behind. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of street food and ozone, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread and amusement of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they become a local legend or a cautionary tale. Petsel excels at capturing the psychological toll of isolation, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but eternal irrelevance. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular world-builder trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex ecology of a magical metropolis, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior numbers. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Terragrand lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer, they are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates toward its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Stories from Terragrand Volume 1 is a triumph of the lit RPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Brian Petsel has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.